gator, alligator. After a while, crocodile.
Hey there guys, it's Paul from dronesgear.com and I just finished testing another drone, and this time around it seems it's one of those good ones. This drone is from MJX, a company that has surprised a lot of people with their very good drones lately. They are also cheap and pretty reliable, and I was totally not paid to say this. I really appreciate the company. This right here is the MJX Cyclone, which has optical flow stabilization and a 720p camera. But let's see what's inside this box first. Apparently this drone is also called Cyclone, just like the drone MJX released a while ago. But this one is a very big upgrade from the previous model. In the box there's the usual English manual, which is pretty well written. This right here is the drone, which is very lightweight and would seem cheap at a first glance. These are the prop guards which you can put on if you want to fly it inside or if you want to be extra safe. Here is one of the two LiPo batteries. They're 550 mAh at 3.7V, which should last for an average amount of time. We'll see the actual flight time at the end of the video. Here's the USB charger, the screwdriver and the usual very sturdy phone holder. This right here is the transmitter, which has a pretty good quality. The red button is for starting and stopping the motors. You can also press it and turn the remote on if you want to bind it to the drone itself. The transmitter works with 4 AA batteries like usual. This right here is the button for turning the lights on and off, and if you press it longer you'll enter headless mode. At the top right on the side, there's the button for changing speed rates between normal and sport mode. Above it is a button that pretty much does nothing at all. These are the trimming buttons for all the directions, but I didn't need to use them as the drone was stable enough with optical flow positioning. Let's see the drone up close for a moment. As you can see, the design is pretty simple, with some badass looking eyes. Standard for MJX drones. Nothing fancy, but pretty good looking. The camera transmits 2.4 GHz FPV Wi-Fi to the phone, which means it will work with any smartphone out there. You can mount a microSD card on the drone. That means you will not have any interference or problems with the final video. This is the Wi-Fi antenna, and right here we have the optical flow positioning camera, which basically takes a lot of pictures on the ground constantly and tries to keep the drone above the same point so it doesn't drift by itself. The motors are brushed and the overall weight is pretty light, which means it won't do much damage if it hits a car or something, but it's also more susceptible to wind gusts. But look at the bright side, this drone is legal in pretty much any country, and you don't have to register it if you're from the US. Now let's take it outside and see what it can do. After you download the MJX H app and connect to the Wi-Fi of the drone, you'll be able to see the live feed on the monitor. And by the way, the live feed has almost no lag at all. I think you can actually pretty much fly this drone FPV if you want. And it's pretty surprising considering it's just a Wi-Fi connection. From the first flight I could notice how freaking stable the drone is. In my opinion, it's just as stable as the DJI Tello. I feel very safe piloting this drone, as I know it won't run anywhere if I don't touch the sticks. The two flight speeds work pretty well. The sport mode being more nimble and fast for having more fun and countering stronger winds, and the slow flight being perfect for more stable camera shots. As you can see, I took the drone quite high and the optical flow stabilization works flawlessly. It's just like it has GPS or something. It can probably work up until 15 meters or so. The camera records in 720p, and as you can see right here, it does a pretty good job. I'm very satisfied with the camera performance, especially considering the drone is stable, and that translates into stable footage too. As you can see in the top corners, the prop guards are in the frame. If you want to avoid that, you can fly without it. At this point in time, I was battling with a random bee that kept fucking with me. Again, you can see in these videos, I'm taking the drone quite high, which is surprising for an optical sensor drone. Again, here I'm testing how stable it is near the ground, where there's not much wind, and it simply looks like it's on a tripod. And what's more important, it's very cheap. It's cheaper than the DJI Tello and even the Xiaomi Mi 2. Please check the current price in the description. There's also going to be an automatic coupon discount applied to it, so you get the best price. Now, I think I forgot to mention battery life. The drone flew for 7 minutes on a single battery. But considering it comes with 2 batteries, you get a total flight time of...
What number? comes between 2 and 4? Beetlejuice.
25.
And that's free quick maths.
Wait a minute,
Hold
Beetlejuice.
it.
I want you to think about
Think
it.
about it. Don't blurt out your answer. What number comes between 2 and 4?
2 and 4. Start from 1. Let me
Don't
hear his
confuse him.
think.
Let him just give me.
Let me hear his thing.
Shh, he's got the answer. Got all confidence.
Look at your finger.
You can use your fingers. I don't care.
14 minutes.
And that's free quick maths.
Guys, I have a short request from you. There is a comment down below written by me where I have a link to all the new drones that are on GearBest. Please pick 1 or 2 of your favorites and tell me what you want to see reviewed next. That would help me a lot, knowing what you want to actually see from my channel. Also, please subscribe and hit the bell notification icon if you want to actually make the difference between the good, the bad and the ugly of the drone industry. Thanks a lot for watching and see ya later, alligator!
See you later, alligator.